out of here, man. Get out.
Can you hear me in New York City?
Oh my God. You're so annoying.
Oh my God. I'm trying to be super cool, but this thing's heavy, bro.
Mate.
Come on, man.
Going gym, no?
Going gym, bro. No, see the arms.
Yeah, pump the iron.
I mean, hey, yo.
Okay, sorry.
Quick little, you know. Or diamond push-ups. Quickly.
Bondage. Free yourselves.
Man, I used to be like, get ready. Part of the prep for a night back in the day would be like hella shots and hella press-ups, and then just I'll make sure that the chest is looking. You say you walk in the club 20 minutes deflated.
Do you know what? Yeah, on the topic of press ups, when I was like in the height of working from home, when I would get super bored, and I didn't want to do my work, I just randomly do press ups.
It's all right, bro.
Do you know what? Hey, listen, if you're going to be productive.
So let me get this right. So when we transition and we would like back outside, are you telling me she was running around there looking like Angela Bassett with the toned shoulders and arms?
First of all, respect my physique.
Looking like Tina Turner with the toned upper body.
No,
but it's good, you know.
I had zero upper body strength before. Like my arms, I've always said they're just for decoration. They didn't do anything. But now I can do like 12 press ups.
And you'll be surprised how many babes can't do press ups.
That's not really, bro. We're weak as men, bro. All we care about is.
What do you care about?
Have you ever gone, oh, babes, I love your shoulders? No?
Yeah.
I mean, if they're toned, we're not going to complain, but that's not like.
Yeah, absolutely. But like,
you're running towards, isn't it?
You can tell like a proper gym babe when like everything is solid.
Yeah, shout out Just Gene. I see you out there doing the pull ups and that.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. That's like one of my weaknesses, pull ups.
Okay, listen.
How many pull-ups can you do, Fols?
Enough. I don't like this line of questioning.
Mate. Yeah. Sticking it on you already.
Yeah, come on. What are you saying? A cheeky week off? It wasn't really a week off.
Yeah, it was. For me, it was.
Because we're back again.
We are back again.
Yeah.
And
here to stay.
Yeah, just checking.
Technicals, everything's working good. We're recording. Because we had a little mishap. Shout out to Alex Bass.
Yeah.
Shout out to Alex.
He sat with us last week. Yeah, Mr. Reloaded, my guy.
Mr. Palatable.
I was even, Palatable. Man was even joking with him, saying, that he's the curse because anytime he's about, that's when Vans is off ill.
Yeah. Do you know what? I was at home, man, in bed with the Roans.
Jesus.
Got me again, but, we back. Had to come back fresh.
How you feeling? Are you rejuvenated?
Yeah, man.
Fresh trim and that. Yeah,
come on, you have to come back proper.
Okay, let's. Okay, how many hours old is this trim?
I got this this morning. Okay,
so if I'm guessing, you took like the long route home
to work,
or
trimming on the people them's time.
Yeah,
mad.
I hear it.
You have to, man. Like nowadays as well. Like it's got to be done on the weekdays. My trims, so I go. First thing in the morning, and then straight to the office.
Of course, that's the key thing. Obviously, not like, I know we're saying it's big bad on YouTube and on the pod, but that's good for work from home. Like you get to utilize your time.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
adequately.
Man.
Yeah,
like
returns at the post office.
Bro, I'll be getting my trim on my laptop.
What Teams meeting? And that. Oh, can you turn your camera? Oh, sorry.
Nah, sorry, it's not working.
Yeah. But I was running with that life for so long until they gave me a new laptop. Like, my camera's not working for ages.
Oh, one of them ones.
And they got frustrated and sent me a new one.
Sometimes I'm like, all right, cool. Everyone, especially when it comes to a team meeting, a certain man that just will never put on their camera and you're like, what's going on over there?
I'm naked. That's why, bro.
Yeah, I fling it on, man. Just make sure that the background is something else, or there's like the blur effect,
bro. Because you just be running around in the back,
bro. The blur effect works, man. Some of these politicians need to learn from that.
Oh. Fair.
Remember that time where like the youths ran into the room when the politician was having like an important news interview.
BBC.
But don't you remember? And I swear, like they assumed that the lady in the back was like a babysitter because she was Asian.
Yeah, it was the mom.
That was the kid's mum.
Mate.
Yeah, the jokes write themselves. But yes, apologies for last week. We did record.
Yeah,
but we had a little technical mishap. Luckily, there weren't no conspiracy theories in that.
Once again.
Yeah. We had a little mishap in it, but we're back. We're back for good. So
yeah, absolutely, man. It's good to be back as well. I've been gagging for it.
Yo, hey. What?
What you can't? Is that not an expression now?
Gag away, king. gag to your
husband. Is that the wrong term?
It is. That's immaturity. That's peak immaturity.
All right, sorry, I was excited for it.
Okay, the worst thing about it doesn't even slap as much. Gagging for it is fine, but just this day and age where like everything is like pause worthy. Like it's
Like when do we stop saying pause, bro?
Hey man, I don't know, man.
I'm a season done. The greys are coming through the beard. Like
you get greys?
Yeah, man. You not see the greys?
Nah.
Yeah.
I thought that was just fluff, bro.
Nah, man. Me walking around with fluff in my beard. Yeah. Nah, man. Greys, they're coming through, man.
So now you can
silver fox.
Oh, so you got the next level.
It's coming through.
Because when you start getting the silver fox thing, that's when.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The attention starts hitting differently. You know.
Yeah. I just gotta make sure that my follicles don't fail me.
Fair.
Yeah.
You're good though. You got the beard, man. Worst case scenario, you just go bald, bro. It's fine.
Nah.
Let's have an elite range of fedoras.
He hates you. Next, he's gonna be telling you to wear beads.
If Vans pulls up with the fedora drip, I'm gonna be dying, bro.
What, in the turtleneck?
Yeah, a little
wrong. Talking about mad finance on the podcast.
Yeah, I love it, bro.
Like,
come on,
straight
man.
live.
What's that?
If he ever rocked up with a fedora, I'm going live.
You're going live.
This is You Lot's King.
Wow.
Fair.
Yeah, nah, fedora's not my bag. Yeah. That's like for the Americans with a double-breasted suit. The misogyny march.
Don't do that. They was going to go and pay respect to their King Kevin Samuels, innit? Don't do that, man.
I hear that. He's still alive, man. Like I see the Kevin Samuels account circulating on Twitter.
Really?
Whenever like something happens, when it comes to a woman, it's like Kevin Samuels was right. Someone will say it. Kevin Samuels was right.
Hilarious.
Sorry, when you said he is still alive, I thought you meant like he was chilling in Cuba with Tupac.
Nah. Like his spirit is kept alive by his disciples.
Okay. Don't they? I say his spirit lives on.
His spirit lives on with the Kevin Samuels disciples or the congregation.
Are you part of that congregation?
I'm not.
False?
No. Vans wasn't on it from early when I was trying to like let that kind of content bleed into the podcast.
You hate women.
No.
Wow. We can't do that. We can't do that.
I think it's a good place to say #offthecuffpod.
Come on.
We are back. A good honest conversation, never hurt anyone.
Yes.
You're listening for the first week. My name is Fols Forever.
And I'm Mr. Vans.
And we're joined by the Chrissy Hive.
Hello.
Chrissy Hive.
Earringless, but we forgive her.
Wow.
Yeah. You tried it, bro.
Mad.
Yeah, friendly fire.
It was studless.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
We're podding today. Let's go.
Mad.
Okay.
We are.
Cool. Look what it takes for me to make you to pod.
No. Because I was actually ready to. Every week you tell me, choose peace. You're not a good woman. And I come in here and I compliment you on how legs, bums, and tums has got you looking.
Hey, yo.
Wow. Wow.
This is what you want to do.
Spilling the brains.
This is what you want to do.
Wait.
Cool.
Wait.
Can we get some clarity on what she's referring to?
Legs, bums, and tums is obviously a class at the gym, right?
At the gym, yeah.
So, like, sorry, what's wrong with, like, men doing it?
Well, nothing's wrong with men doing it, but, like, the men I know, they go to the gym, they push weights, they organise ball, and your mate is out here doing legs, bums, and tums. Men used to go to war.
Oh, my gosh. Here we go, man. Here we go.
Can I have the floor?
Go on, Fols.
Can I please address the crowd?
Yeah, go on then.
For clarity,
yeah,
you know, like your lady, she needs your support. She wants to get back into the gym.
Absolutely.
So me being the upstanding member of the community, the good guy that I am, supporting my lady, I went to the class, innit?
Do you know what? I respect it.
Come on.
Because I've done it before.
You know? It's not everyday deadlift. Sometimes spin class.
You can deadlift.
I used to, wow.
Yeah.
I used to go to gym with my sister. And,
hey, Chrissy, alert.
No, because you wanted to come for me. You knew I already felt self-conscious about not having earrings on.
No, we appreciate women in their natural state. So if you want to come here earringless, I'm for it.
Cool.
I'm for it. Cool. You're better than some people. I won't say who, but one of our friends one time said, like, Foles, I'm not wearing no makeup. We can't record.
I hear that.
I said,
Well, that's the thing, innit? Like, obviously, I wouldn't say that women depend on makeup, but it just makes them feel a lot better with themselves, especially when it's filmed.
Yeah.
True. Okay, cool. So what's the, you not have, we'll get off this shortly, but you're not having earrings. Why does that make you feel, yeah?
Do you know what? A lot of it is my mum.
Okay.
She was like, where's your earring? But then, because I'm a short hair babe,
okay,
I just feel like I just need to have an earring. But since I've
do you feel like you're already giving like a little bit like boyish look, so you want to keep it girly with the earrings?
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I need to do like a deep dive inward and figure out why that is.
It's fine. We could just focus on your pretty face.
Thanks, guys.
And you've got the nose ring, and you've got the grill. thing.
Are you looking for my trouble today as well?
No, I'm just. What do you call it? The cap.
Are you?
The tooth cap. The tooth cap. Because bedazzled.
You want to do this?
No.
Okay, cool.
Trying to big you up, but
Paul, baby.
Frick.
maybe I'm saying it wrong.
Yeah, no, she got the tooth.
She got, yeah, man. You got the bling.
Yeah, come on, man, bling blow, innit?
Jazz up a little bit, you know.
So everyone's feeling good. Vans is back. You're healthy.
Yeah.
How you feeling, Chris?
Fantastic. Can I say you would have been proud of the come on that I did last week?
Oh yeah, was it?
Yeah. Fols and
no evidence.
Oh.
Episode didn't record. No evidence.
Mad.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You got to take a word for it. I don't know how to be a liar, but there's no evidence.
Yeah,
Do you know what?
like
but I'm happy that that spot got filled, and the come on was done just
with vigor. Yeah. No, she heard it down in. It's just a shame, bro. You know, it's so annoying. That's what we'll start. So doing content, it's so annoying, but it's just part of the game where like you take L's. So last week was an L.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. And there's not many L's that we've taken in the past 7 years.
Yeah. So yeah.
Forgive us, man. I have missed the cufflinks and the RNA community. I can't lie. And shout outs to all the people that reached out, asking for the pod, asking where it was at.
Yeah.
But
no, at this time I made sure I let them know. Listen, yo, there will be no episode because there was a mishap with recording and stuff. So
yeah, that tweet, you sounded very upset.
No, I was fuming, bro.
Listen, I cannot even tell you that. Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it was a good one. So because we didn't have a lot of time, so we just kind of got to the talking points. Obviously, Alex pulled up, rated awards. There's a lot of stuff to cover as well.
Yeah,
so.
man.
Our episode ended funny as well. I'll tell you. I don't know if Chrissy told you, but I'll tell you off air.
Yeah.
Someone tried to pull up on that, but
Yeah, no, I heard about that.
Yeah. And your content's cheeks as well, bro. You will never make it.
You will never make it.
Yeah, especially for how you move, you'll never make it, bro. So,
mate.
But yeah, so we're all good. We're back recording.
Yes.
Big weekend, of course, with Halloween.
Yeah, man.
Did you indulge in the pagan activities?
Nah, because I was still on the road to recovery. So I thought, let me just.
I sound like a fucking addict.
Nah, not even. First of all, I had to make sure that I was COVID free before I step out and affect everyone else. And also, I didn't want my first day being COVID free to end up in the shubs. Nah, sorry.
Yeah. That's the anxiety will be through the roof, innit?
You lot can, you can
have that one.
Yeah, have that one. Spend all your money. And dress up. Everyone dressed up, and I can't lie, man. Nowadays, I think the UK specifically has taken after the US in taking this shit seriously. Like back in the day, man, them didn't dress up for nothing, bro.
It's still there though. It's still lingering.
Yeah, certain man are still like, I'm not gonna dress up, or like they'll just at best they'll put on like
a scream mask.
A scream mask.
Yeah,
and that's it. And obviously like black Air Forces and
don't do that. Don't do that. You sound like don't do that. You sound like a racist. Don't do that,
bro. I'm telling you, the man them just need to feel comfortable. And
just, I will say, you posted a flashback a couple of days ago. That year you went to our friend's house party.
Yeah, as the niggler,
and you went as the niggler. That outfit was cold.
It was.
Yeah, that outfit was cold. You made a proper effort.
Yeah, man.
I was one of those actual people that did.
You came in a fucking.
I came in a boiler suit, in the jumpsuit and a mask.
And who were you supposed to be?
And a prop knife.
Yeah, with a bit of blood.
Yeah, it's a bit of blood, man. Come on, man.
You was just being a youth from Peckham still.
No, a killer.
I see 15 is in your blurred.
Don't do that to me, please.
But it was good to see, and celebrities took part. A couple favourites, Diddy being one. I think he won this time.
Should we address that though? Because I don't know if you've seen the DeLeon advert, which is cold.
Yes.
So he did an advert for DeLeon Tequila.
For Halloween?
For Halloween, just in conjunction, obviously did he went as a Joker, innit?
Yeah.
And he got it spot on. He killed it for Halloween, I would say.
When you've got that much at your disposal, all the resources in the world, and if you're going to take part in Halloween, I feel like you should do it how Diddy done it.
The thing is though, I don't think that's even a money thing. It's just more that he was so in character, because there's loads of people that probably went as a Joker for Halloween.
There's the money aspect in terms of how right he got it, the costume, because there's Jokers. Anyone could be a Joker in it.
Yeah,
but he legitimately looked like he had just hopped off set.
Yeah,
and he had like all his other dons dressed as the Joker's crew in the Dark Knight.
Okay, so he had them as well.
So done it properly, and he was in character. He done it properly. Yeah,
he was a bit too in character though.
He was
because he was arguing with my man 2-Bit from Power.
2-Bit from Power. Yeah, he was. And watching that clip, it seemed at first 2-Bit didn't realize.
I think it looked like he was checking Diddy initially, like, yo, like, whatever you're on, I'm on.
Right.
But there's also security here, innit? And then, you know when a man, like, takes a bit of disrespect and they walk off and they download the disrespect, like, hold on, no.
Yeah.
Then he spun around.
He just, the switch up was mad. So he went.
I'm trying to give you love.
But then he went on smoke mode.
Yeah.
And it was like, all right, cool. How he's jumping in and out of character, is scary.
Bro, that was bipolar. They say Kanye's bipolar. That's bipolar, bro. That's bipolar, bro.
How else do you think did he manage to navigate all these years?
Exactly.
Bro, he said to the man, listen, change your vibrations.
Change your vibration.
And come to the after party.
Yeah.
That's
If
a
you're-
threat.
Yeah, if you're about it, come to the after party.
And change your vibrations.
Yeah. In the Diddy headquarters. Yeah. Something might happen.
Setup-ish.
The people call him the gay gangster because they said the threat was a bit,
Come to my party.
yeah.
What, and how he was hugging him and that.
Bro, he was doing loads, bro.
He was doing loads.
doing loads.
But I think he wanted to kind of assert that, like, don't let this whole thing fool you.
Yeah.
Like, I can turn into Puff Daddy quickly.
I was waiting for my man to punch him though. If he punched him, 50 Cent lifetime contract.
Yeah.
Power Universe.
Yeah. Somehow he would revive his character.
Yeah, of course, bro.
What happened to 2-Bit on Power anyway? Because everyone was like, right, didn't he get burnt? But that was
Dre. Yeah, that was Dre. Dre burnt. It went 2-Bit.
2-Bit just...
And then his brethren got clipped when he went home.
Yeah. 2-Bit was mad loyal.
Yeah. Then like proper official tissue. Them ones.
He don't care if he has to go to jail, for 888 nights.
Yeah. I was going to say years. 888 nights. That's right.
I mean, is
For
it?
them, man. Yeah.
For a professional actor.
I mean, his character.
He needs them checks coming, bro.
Yeah.
He saw what the power check was saying. I heard Joey Badass talking about his check
Yeah.
from Raising Canaan. So they're getting bread in it. You don't want to sabotage that.
No. You want to stay. You want your character to have like a good 7 seasons, 26 episodes per season.
Yeah.
You want that. What's the hospital program?
Holy City.
No. In
Grey's
America.
Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, hella seasons.
Mad seasons.
If you're in that, you're laughing.
Yeah. That's like, you can chill there.
Yeah.
Is it still going?
Whereas in the UK, dub plate drama, 4 episodes. That's it.
Go the fuck out.
Who else looked good? Kelly Rowland looked amazing
Jesus
as
Christ.
Catwoman.
Yeah.
I saw her her little clip with her husband and that. I was hating a little bit.
You hating?
Yeah, man.
A little bit of hate that ain't hurting no one.
Saw that clip and I was
Sounds like hate to me.
I was
sounds
like,
like
Kelly Rowland's doing this before we leave the yard. Nah, we're not leaving the yard. I'm sorry.
I hear
Halloween
it, bro.
done.
I hear it. How do you
Something
feel
else
about
scary
that?
for you.
Scary hours. Like
Demon time.
Halloween is. There's a cliche thing about it being an excuse for a certain section of the community just to dress scandalous.
Fam, like the American babes, they just wanted to show cheeks.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you just wanted to show cheeks.
I'm sorry, guys, but it sounds like you lot are in women's business.
Best business to be in.
Wherever cheeks are.
Chrissy, business is booming.
Did you guys see Lori Harvey?
I saw that. Yeah. That's when Americans they take Halloween serious.
That's when you got bread though.
That's like a money thing.
To do like so many different Beyonce looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and plus like the backdrops of the exact video.
I still feel the queen of Halloween is Heidi Klum.
For
her outfits every year.
What was she? This
a worm.
Okay.
Random worm, like earthworm,
like
Jim,
an earthworm type thing, but it's like a full, like it wasn't a sexy worm or anything. She looked like a worm.
Honorable shout outs to Audrey from the Receipts.
Yes, that was a great
as
outfit.
Professor Clamp, the Nutty Professor.
Yeah,
she killed it.
I see Giggs did that as well a couple of days later as well.
Sorry, Giggs, but
Audrey got that.
Yeah,
clean.
Yeah.
Because
like
leave it there.
She got the fat.
Considering
and
location.
Like she,
it was effort. It was effort. That's why I like.
She always does it though.
I saw a few people like dressed as like Magnum bottles. I like that. That's like good band. That's if I saw that in a dance, that's a good laugh. I was out on Sunday, so shouts out Taser and Chucky. They had their R&B slow jams party.
Yeah, I was wondering what that event was.
Yeah, and just I see I don't know if it was daffodils. One plant, there was like 2 girls that were dressed as like it was. Some people made proper effort in it, but what you were saying earlier, the man them, because I got the shout last minute, so I didn't dress up at all. I was on them culprits.
Foles, man.
Surprise.
But what I will say is I had a mean jacket on. So if you saw me out on Sunday, jacket was clean.
I didn't see no pictures, man.
I was chilling, bro.
Oh yeah,
I was just
It's on the top deck and on the balcony,
just
overseeing,
observing. My stand up like an emperor, just overlooking. Okay, cool. Now I got down into the on the
people's heads once.
Cool.
Did you see Michael B. Jordan at the Wakanda Forever premiere dressed as Steve Harvey?
What, in the yellow suit?
Are you joking?
He came in a yellow suit, and then someone put a photo of Steve Harvey like 30 years ago, maybe
From a stand-up.
Stand-up gig wearing a yellow suit, and someone was like, "Yeah, he's trying to get his girl back."
By morphing into a dad.
Scary.
What? That's crazy.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
The Halloween looks like it's a good laugh. Seeing people like make a proper effort, seeing the misses, like it's,
any people knock on your door?
Yeah, no, the kids knocked on the door, and I kept up with tradition.
Okay, would you?
Hell no.
Oh, mad.
Hell to the no.
Not even
you,
like a
you
little.
are going to hell.
I've seen your snack cupboard, bro. You could have just.
I've
thrown all that stuff in the bin because I am on a low calorie diet.
Wow. Wow.
Do you know what? There's nothing wrong with having a snack.
Do you know what it was? We even forgot in it, so I didn't answer the door. She did, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we haven't got any things." Like if we did, she would have given them. If I had my way, hell no.
Yeah,
but yeah. If
don't
we
knock
had
on my door,
snacks
man.
and sweets and that, she would have given them
Are
out.
you the type to just ignore the door or answer the door just so you can tell them no?
No, I wouldn't. If they were already in the block, if they had pressed my like downstairs buzzer and I looked on the intercom and I saw them, I wouldn't let them up.
What, can you look on the camera before picking up the thing to answer?
Bro, I see you when you press my buzzer. I see everybody, bro. I see the little YGs when they want to come in and like smoke and that. I don't let them in.
I hear it.
Yeah.
I hear it, man.
You got to stand in the cold, man.
Yeah, you got the power.
Earn that Zuby, bro. About you want to come in the block and keep warm and smoke. Nah, man, stand out there, man.
Yeah, not that type of block as well.
Yeah,
So it's got carpet and shit.
But the funny thing is, location, bro, they don't care. Like,
Yeah, I
where
hear
it
that.
ends, innit? So,
Yeah, let me just chill on the block.
But that shows like I'm turning to my parents and stuff when I'm like, bro, they've left wrappers here, there's canisters, there's bottles in the block, someone's left their bike, and I'm turning to that. I'm turning to Neighbour to watch.
Yeah, that's how I felt when I walked through and saw Bear Lean.
Yeah, it's good though, man. We can't encourage that behaviour, man. We need to clean up our community.
Yeah.
Mean?
We've had this conversation before, man. These kids are on drugs, bro.
Yeah, their favourite rappers are sipping lean.
Yeah, so they're joining them, innit?
That's why so many young men are suffering from ED.
Man.
Any opportunity to take a shot at
Man.
crazy, man.
I mean,
Yeah,
she's not wrong.
it's true. Yeah, it's true.
She's not wrong.
Yeah, so.
But yeah.
Do you want to segue us to somewhere different? Because that was kind of crazy.
I think we need to backdate our content. Obviously, we missed last week.
Of course, yeah.
The Rated Awards we spoke about, that you guys spoke about.
Yeah. We invited Ardy to the cookout. We as a community co-signed him.
Yeah.
He closed the Rated Awards in the midst of Black History Month.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
Our white king.
Our.
Special king.
I mean, do you know what? I would have liked it would have made sense for him to have a performance slot after the kind of year that he's had.
Absolutely.
However, closing.
And a medley.
Yeah, nah, sorry.
Man did Deli Duppy.
Yeah, nah, sorry.
And Tion and Russ, I understand, bro. Yeah, they're tired of performing the song, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the most tiresome performance I've ever seen.
Russ usually gives them the moves. He
wasn't the shoulder lean, the gun lean.
He weren't there, man. There was lean but no gun. He weren't there, man. I'm tired, bro.
Light lean.
All right, so Rated Awards.
Yeah.
It's back on television now.
That's good, yeah.
Which is good. I think considering the events that took place a couple of years ago, we didn't think that it would be back on a broadcasting network.
That shows the power of our culture. Like that was back in the day, because stuff has happened on like Channel U Awards, other award shows back in the day. If that had happened, they would have locked it off. But now we're bringing in so much money, we can clean this up. It's
strong, yeah, it is strong. So it was good to see. I'm not sure if they aired it in its entirety. It was just highlights.
I watched you watched the award show, didn't you, Chris, as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. So We had Julie and Big Zoo hosting, which was a good job.
Yeah.
K-Trap open, which I did enjoy, and just seeing the
Warm.
power of the song Warm coming back again, and even had the dancers and like it was. I think it was on the money. It's perfect and it makes sense.
Right.
And then I think there were some little awkward bits like with some of the crowd interactions. Zoo was trying to get like, I felt like Sims didn't want to talk to him, or maybe didn't want to talk in general. But I felt like he was trying to had to coax a lot out of her, innit? So
yeah, I mean, I think when you get to a certain level, I think you are now there with a certain expectation.
But I don't like that though.
I don't like it either.
It almost feels like the energy is like I'm above this space, even though you probably are, and I'm not mad at you. But I see it in the US where like everybody's sucking off on the Grammy, but then the BET Awards, bare people don't show up, or they show up uninterested, or like not engaged, or there's barely any speech. Just the energy's off, innit? Like this could be this artist's energy all the time, but I get it. Dave won loads of awards, but it looked like he didn't want to be there at points.
Yeah, I got that
tired.
feeling as well.
Yeah.
And he won a lot of the big ones as well.
Yeah.
So it was like,
Chrissy, pull out the list if you can.
come on, man.
Yeah.
He best video being one.
Fans off, boy. He's like, spicy.
Best video being one. Clash.
Yeah.
I think we called it when we were talking about the
We did,
nominations. Yeah, it was epic video. Obviously, Stormzy. It was a big moment. So
And two of our biggest artists collaborating.
yeah. So like them winning. I think Clash winning 2 awards. Maybe
I think it was his Song of the Year and Video of the Year.
video. Yeah,
Is that correct, Chrissy? Please, if you've got it.
If you bear with me one moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was justified in relation to all the other ones that they were up against.
Yeah.
I think Clash covered it for me, the video, and yeah, the song did what it did. I think it was one of my favorites out of the nominations. I can't remember every single one.
One that sticks out to me was Personality of the Year, KSI. A lot of people were like,
that was one where people were like,
but then
it's
that's
not really.
If we're truly going off the fact that it is a fan vote, if his fans pulled up and supported more in regards to the vote, I can't be mad at that.
Right, I've got the list
or maybe
here.
his label.
Who knows, isn't it?
Yeah. Album of the year, Dave. We're all alone in this together. Track of the year, Dave for Clash. Video of the year, Dave Clash. Female artist of the year, Little Sims. Male artist of the year, Dave. Breakthrough of the year, A1 J1. Mixtape of the year, Central C. Personality of the year, KSI. Producer of the year, J5. Radio DJ of the year, Kenny Allstar.
That was also surprising for me.
But that was a good surprise for me personally to see Kenny get Radio DJ.
No, it's not a bad surprise, but I just.
Are we looking good? Yeah.
I don't know. It was just unexpected. I didn't.
But it's probably because you probably got PTSD from all the years when Westwood and Charlie Sloth would win that award.
Yeah, it's true, man.
So it's time for the black man to fight back, bro.
Yeah, and he's been grafting for years as well.
Yeah, he has. Yeah.
You know, what's his platform? Mad About Bars.
Mad About Bars.
Yeah, you see, like that was for me. That bust people like Honcho and Back Row G. For me personally,
Yeah.
like, that's where I first heard them. Like get themselves to a certain level. So, I mean, big ups to Kenny Allstar. I think he was our first guest.
Yeah, if not our first, or one of our first guests, ages ago.
Yeah, ages ago.
Yeah.
So salute to him. I think it was quite a clean sweep for Dave.
4, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like big ones. Album of the year, which is what you want. You work for. You work
Did
towards
he
that.
get Male of the Year? Was that the one as well?
What Male of the Year,
Video of the Year.
Video of the Year,
Song
and
of the
Song of the Year.
Clean.
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 It's like you can't even complain, man.
Yeah.
You know, he was up there with his nice little leather jacket.
Sims she was Female of the Year.
Female artist of the year. I think what we were saying earlier, maybe there's like, or to her,
Yeah.
she may have saw it as GRM weren't one of her earlier supporters.
Yeah.
She weren't really on the platform like that.
Mm.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and music of the type of music that she does, you didn't really see much space for that on there. So
That's why you go to SoundCloud.
Yeah, I mean,
which is where where I found her with all those Age 101 drops and all that stuff. So,
but everything comes full circle, innit? Like she's got the Mercury now, and she's got female artist of the year.
And it'll be criminal if the Mercury, if the Brits, if all the bigger award shows, in terms of the mainstream success, are recognizing you and our very own people don't. That'd be weird, innit? So I think we called it when we were discussing when the nominations came out. It was between her and Cleo Sol in that category.
Oh yeah,
so
for sure.
I wasn't shocked to see her win. I was happy for her. I was having a little conversation online with Tony Supreme. Shouts out Tony.
Shouts Tony.
And he was just saying he felt like that category was a bit stacked with like maybe they could have split up with regards to some of the R&B acts and done that, because sometimes it feels like, you know, we're kind of putting everyone in the category just to be like, cool, you're getting nominated, so you're getting recognised. Yeah. But the real truth is we know there's only two people, sometimes only one person that's going to win this category.
In that list, there was Cleo Sol, Darko. No,
oh, grandma.
I had to pronounce it. Darko, Drea Mac, Flo, Ivorian Doll, Little Sims, Mahalia, Mira May, Miss Banks, and Stefflon Don.
Yeah, I mean,
Steph didn't get no awards this year.
I wouldn't see why she would, to be honest.
People were kind of upset a little bit at the breakthrough, I think, of A1 and J1. That was one, alongside with like the personality year category. That was one of the ones where people were like,
Yeah, Munya should have took that for me.
What, for personality?
Yeah.
That's fair.
In that category is personality year, Big Zoo, Chunks, Harry Pinero, KSI, Mo Gilligan, Munya, Nella Rose, Specs, Young Philly, and ZZ.
Do you know what? That was probably like the group of death in terms of like...
Because a lot of people got a good argument.
Yeah. Everyone has like...
Was it Chunks and Young Philly as together or separate?
No, separately.
Yeah. They've been doing a lot of things separately over the past year or so. So, you know, it would make sense that they are separated.
Yeah.
But yeah, like everyone had a case. Chunks has a case. Philly has a case. ZZ has a case. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Mo has a case.
Absolutely.
Big Zoo just coming off winning the BAFTAs. Nella Rose, Munya,
ZZ.
You know, all of them. Like, so it was that one was like one where you could pick your favorite, but you couldn't call.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't necessarily predict like who's gonna walk away with this one.
I'm trying to remember when we was discussing nominations if that was one that we struggled with, because I was like, I think at the time we were like, yeah, it's gonna be a difficult one.
I think we just agreed that everyone on that list was deserving to be there.
So we sat on the fence.
I mean, I would say Munya because of like how he's managed to just turn out everything in his little 1 minute.
Yeah, the turnaround time is crazy. I can't remember what I was watching, but there was a little bit of critique where some people were like, because their remixes are not necessarily original ideas, but then the raps are original, and obviously the turnaround is crazy.
That's an original idea for me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? If you're able to, yes, obviously you're taking a melody.
Yeah. Or you're playing something that's happened.
And a song that's already there, but
like topical and stuff. So
it's funny.
To package it all together.
My thing is how funny it is, and the turnaround's crazy. Those are the two key things for me. It's
and the
funny.
video, getting it edited.
No, I'm saying the turnaround.
Like,
how quickly we get it. Like,
it's for me like that is enough to earn you personality of the year, because like, you know, you've asserted yourself in a space from doing that. You know, so but yeah, shout out to all the nominees, man. Another favorite moment of mine of the awards was Nux and SL's performance.
Yeah.
It wasn't your conventional just on stage and that. You know, they done it outside. You know, you had the fire and that. Yeah, and they sounded good, man. I really enjoyed that performance.
No, it was good. I just remember that. I remember Clavish performance. There was. Do you know what it was? You're right. I really like Nux and SL, but the actual standout performance for me was Drea Mac. So Drea Mac, Ivorian Doll, Miss Banks, Felix the First.
Yeah, Baddie remix.
Baddie. And unless maybe I was living on the rock, I don't remember hearing that remix before.
I haven't heard that remix before. It must have been like just especially for that.
Yeah,
but
so doing rapping at that tempo, dancing as well, breath control.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, in terms of all of that, she definitely killed it, man. Like she was able to do that and sound clean. Now,
obviously, because I hadn't heard that, that wasn't something I was looking for in terms of the actual song, the remix. But if they'd closed the show with that, I would have been satisfied.
Yeah, that would have been like the better closing than the RD medley.
Yeah.
which I was still confused by. But
In
hey,
the
man,
middle of Black History Month.
bruv, like, or just get Dave to close it. He sweeped it.
Yeah.
One massive performance of Clash at an award show would have been great.
That's true, you know. That's criminal that we didn't get that performance.
Yeah, and they were both there. They were both in attendance.
Mm.
But hey, man, it could have been, yeah, nah. I was going to say maybe people are bored of it, but people are past bored of
No.
body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let it die.
Yeah. And that's actually, when even, bro, that's so, I don't know what's happened there, but that's an easy win. I don't know why.
Yeah,
that
the
performance
programmer,
happened.
like, really needs to go back and reassess.
Well, maybe that man didn't want to. Like you said,
Yeah,
certain
I feel
artists
like
don't feel like they need
that's
to be
most
there
likely.
anymore.
Oh,
I'm
man.
trying to go to the Grammys, bro.
Yeah, let's see the energy in the Brits, man. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's where.
But I want us to show love to our things as well, because
Yeah.
if we don't, they die off, and then people are mobiles ain't what it was before, or rated isn't what it was before. So like, we need to show love to our space as well, because it needs to grow. So
Yeah, Mobo's is, I think, next up out
Yeah.
of the award shows
Mm.
before the Grammys and the Brits are in February.
Okay.
So we still got a lot to
To look
wait
forward
for
to,
it,
yeah.
So
Mm. But whilst we're obviously on music news, unfortunately R.I.P. Takeoff.
yeah, man. It was just one of those heavy mornings. I went onto my social media apps to just, you know, see what the jokes are,
Yeah.
and then I see that, and it was just like, wait, what?
Do you know what's weird for me? It's like, it wasn't a heavy day or heavy. I just put my phone. I was like, I'm just not gonna look on the internet and just see conversation, theories on what's happened, what's not happened. And
Yeah, I mean,
obviously now by the time we're recording, I've kind of up to date with what allegedly is a story.
yeah,
And it's regardless of what happened, like it's sad because 28 is way too young to go, and to go out in that manner
yeah,
from someone that seems very avoidable.
and like it's
I just
just
want my day to be ruined, so I put my phone down.
yeah, nah, like obviously without even just seeing the conversations, just the unfortunate news, you know, can be heavy alone. I
Yeah.
just know that obviously on social media there's a lot of people that become unbearable or insufferable, all of
Okay,
those
yeah,
things,
yeah.
like, and then you know, some people want to assert themselves into the whole scenario, like it's not about you
Yeah.
at this present moment in time. But yeah, man, just another unfortunate loss, and it just keeps on happening. Like, and I think Takeoff being probably like one of the most high profile out of the recent deaths, especially when it comes to
Like
hip hop.
P&B and all that, yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, Migos were they're mainstream.
Well, they've been one of the
Very
biggest
much so.
groups for the last like how many, like decade?
Yeah. So yeah, it's just
What can we do as a culture, as a community, like whatever word you want to use, yeah, to stop people recording people's last moments via video film?
I don't think there's anything we can
There's
do. to be
something
honest.
I don't think that's anything that we can do.
I don't know what the word is. Disgusting. I don't understand it.
People are too busy chasing clout. That's the thing. They want to be, I've said this before, they want to be the first to break the news, or I've got the video, or me. And it,
But think about what you're getting views and videos for. Not something you ever said that was funny. You being buff, you being intriguing. You posting someone dying. That's the first time you got retweets. Kill yourself,
shame
man.
yourself.
Yeah, and
If that's what's gonna get you attention online, that's poor, bro. That's so poor.
we need to do more of as a community to kind of like stop the senselessness of this. It always reverts back to these dons just being so trigger happy.
True. There's that as well. Yeah.
Like,
Because there'll be nothing to record if the man then was moving.
do you know what I'm saying? Like, you have your differences with people. Yes, I know that things can be heated, but to draw for that,
But you know, I won't lie. I don't know if you've ever seen the footage of Casanova. They're playing a dice game. They look like they're in the back of a club somewhere. It's him, Fabulous, Mr. Ruggs, that loud girl Akbar.
yeah,
And he's telling her, yo, like, chill. Because like, they're basically arguing about money and stuff. And like, I put the money here. And when I turn my back, then like it looked like either the money was gone or the dice was gone, whatever. And he's like, yo, when people start shooting now, you're gonna end up being a witness because people die at dice games. We don't. It's not something we really have like in the UK unless I'm misinformed. But I've in like hip hop American culture, you will see people like playing dice, innit? It's something they do. And
Off the cuff
once money's
worldwide,
involved,
baby.
ego's involved. You don't know as well. Drugs is at all time high. If this was at like an after party situation, drugs, alcohol, so
Yeah, niggas are stupid, man.
Yeah, it's that's actually bro. Yeah,
Bruv, like because you can like these dons can sit here and say all of that till they're blue in the face.
yeah,
But look at the importance that you're placing over this shit, over a life.
yeah. But like, I don't like going too deep back in. What I was saying, I think, was about the whole Migos thing with Takeoff passing and just like I don't know if you've all seen the screenshot. Like the text conversation about allegedly what happened, and if true, of course, you don't want to speculate, but we kind of do when you want to have these chats because we weren't there, we don't know what happened. But if that is a true account of what occurred in that room, ego, pride, it shows what can happen and how quickly it can go bad.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you're right, and people. Every time like we spoke on or anyone spoke on Takeoff, it was all about like his cool, laid back
calm
persona.
Playing the car, chilling.
He always played the background, like he was like the unproblematic Migo.
Does it look like I'm left off bad? Does it look like
he never really was out here just talking.
And some of the best verses the last couple of years.
Oh,
that song with Drake off Culture Free, where he's talking about look at the plane.
Yeah,
when you get to Takeoff's verse. Crazy verse.
Takeoff was silently killing it, man, and he was happy with the position that he played with his cousin and his uncle. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, which made the Migos, who in Southern hip hop, they have been like, one of the forefathers like of recent times in terms of their influence.
Absolutely,
especially coming from Atlanta, like outside of Future, Young Thug, and maybe Gucci, like who's had like a huge influence.
Yeah.
The Migos, do you know what I'm saying? Their flows and stuff, like how they made music. They carried a lot of that, and as a group, they did so well, man. And it's unfortunate we're just never gonna get another Migos song again.
Yeah, sad.
Did you see the clip of Takeoff on Drink Champs?
Yeah, they were on Drink Champs recently. They've been going on a promo run because of their album Quavo and Takeoff. And I saw that clip that you're referring to, and I think Nori was talking about
that he's been killing it.
He's been killing it, and he was just saying like, give me my flowers now, not when I'm gone.
And I'm happy they did give him flowers in the moment. Like, they just like
oh yeah, absolutely, man.
So
it's always great for someone to hear that from your peers and other people watching the culture closely, and acknowledging the impact that you've made, especially like when you've got big personalities in a group. Quavo was, at one point was referred to as like the Beyonce of the group.
Yeah. And
then that power kind of shifted towards Offset. And now they kind of had their issues and they parted. And for this to happen now, like it's so unfortunate.
Without them having a chance to like get back as a trio and
yeah.
I personally feel they're more powerful as a trio.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like, the Migos, they were a force. Culture, the first album, Culture, the first installment out of the trilogy, bro, that was a time like being outside for, T-Shirt, Bad and Bougie, Kelly Price, them type of rhythms there, yeah, like
it was a moment.
It was a moment.
Yeah.
Even like when I remember when they went to Nigeria, shelled it in Lagos, and they filmed the video, I think, Get Right With Ya, which Takeoff, he spun that tune as well. Like, Versace, around that period, Migos like really had a strong hold in hip hop, not even just Southern hip hop, in hip hop in general.
Yeah.
So yeah, another huge loss, man, and it's unfortunate that it's at the hands of our own. Prayers out to the families, man, because it's not going to be easy, especially like when you're someone like Quavo, he's gonna have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Being there, feeling helpless, and dealing with that whilst being in the public eye.
And if the screws are true, that's maybe another conversation about like how moving a certain way, what can happen, you know? So
yeah,
it's just sad because it definitely feels very avoidable from a story that's been given. Obviously, we weren't there, so we don't know if that's a true account. But
yeah, I mean, and it was in front of like a lot of people.
28 is too young, man.
Yeah, 28 is far too young.
To die by a gun. America's just got a gun problem in it. Personally,
But
America.
Yeah, death is looming, man. It's just like in the air.
Don't say that, bro.
Like obviously,
life is looming, bro.
Life is looming.
That's the new pause, bro.
Yeah, life is looming.
If you don't speak life into me, pause, bro.
Life is looming, but obviously,
life is looming. That's the one we want. Like death is looming, bro.
I'm not
crazy.
I'm not trying to ignore like everything that we're also absorbing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the bad news. Like obviously, I want like us to be covered.
Yeah,
and to live fruitful lives, bro, and just to become old, bro, because like a lot of these men aren't even seeing my age, bro.
But why do you think I stop joking about age and I'll be calling Vans like 76? Me too. I want to be 104. I want to get there, bro. I want to grow old and be happy. Be around
28, bro.
Yeah, 28. Come on, man. That's way too young. Too young, innit?
Yeah. So again, man, rest in peace to Takeoff. The hip hop community is obviously mourning.
Yeah. Afrobeats community is mourning as well.
Yeah, man.
Who again now?
Davido's son apparently passed away in the house.
Yeah, today.
Yeah, and already reports are coming out that a lot of the domestic workers in the house are going to be investigated and stuff because I think it was like 8 or so people in the house when that incident happened. So
yeah, I heard like
you hear a lot of reports. So it's
a lot of reports, and in times like this, like especially for me personally, there's not too much to say about R.I.P.
Of course, yeah.
Obviously, like everyone comes and has their own opinions and stuff, but sometimes like a lot of things, even if it's not meant, it comes across as insensitive.
I was gonna hit different as a parent, innit? So
do you know what I mean? So. Bro, it's a child, regardless of whether I was a parent or not. It's a child, bro. 3 years old. Like, come on, man. Just wait until the actual facts are. If you're that invested into what had happened, just wait for the facts. But you know the old saying, bad news travels fast, bro. So
yeah, and the thing is, people die every day. Not to be insensitive, innit? But with the height of social media, it feels like we see things more often, more quickly, waiting for confirmation, and then having different conversations about how speaking about someone potentially passing how does that affect a family member? Because are they seeing that for the first time online before anything's even confirmed? Like those things. So people don't necessarily take into account how their actions affect other people, and sometimes it's not done maliciously. It's just because that's the day and age you live in, where like you go to your phone straight away to stay abreast of what's going on, to give your opinion, to share a bit of your life. And it's what seemed kind of nuts 10, 15 years ago is now very much normal.
Yeah, man. We're getting like all the chilling details.
Seeing Jason Lee giving his journalistic, whatever you call that, journalism. Like it's weird, isn't it? Yeah. It's very weird.
It's we're in an era of like you said earlier, clout and the clickbait, not even just from people, from platforms as well. Like just in a rush to report, and then videos start circulating. I can imagine these platforms are reaching out to people to ask if they can use. Some just take. The chilling details we don't need to see. I don't need to see someone laying in the pool of blood.
That's what I said earlier about why we need to come to some understanding as a community. Like that recording thing is nuts.
Yeah, I'm hearing there's videos where people can hear Quavo just screaming. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't need to know that.
Why do you
why would you want to put that out and other people are retweeting it just for likes and retweets like it's some form of currency? It's not.
Unfortunately, it's the day and age we live in. It's social media, bro. It's currency, bro.
It's not, man. Like, how many tweets have you tweeted that has, taken off? What happens after that?
Nothing, bro. Lecky's still on minus.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, it's just it's sad all around, and obviously going on social media and seeing the unfortunate passing of Takeoff and Davido's son. Yeah, I was just like, yeah, this is a lot.
It is. Well, speaking of social media, though, are you guys willing to pay to play? Elon Musk is in the building.
Yeah, he's finally in the building. Sole owner of Twitter, or the majority stakeholder of Twitter.
Hey, man. Looks like he's running stuff, sacked a whole load of people. And now apparently, I think Chrissy sent something into the group chat earlier about...
yeah, I'm good at that.
You could, and just speaking to the microphone, please, just so we can hear you clearly. Thank you.
Sorry?
No, just speak to the mic so we can hear you clearly.
Okay. So the new rules for Twitter, the verification process. So I'm just going to read Elon's tweets. Twitter's current lords and peasant system for who has or doesn't have a blue checkmark is bullshit. Power to the people, blue the checkmark for $8 a month. The price will be adjusted by country proportionate to purchasing power parity. You will also get priority in replies, mentions and search, which is essential to defeat spam/scam. Ability to post long videos and audio and half as many ads. A paywall bypass for publishers willing to work with us. This will also give Twitter a revenue stream to reward content creators. There will be a secondary tag below the name for someone who is a public figure, which is already the case for politicians.
Sorry, and when does this take effect?
It doesn't actually say. But this feels bringing in.
Giving cap. It's like
there is a lot of things.
I'm giving power to the people.
Like tech Robin Hood.
Not going to be above you, bruv. There's no billionaire Robin Hoods, bro. So now you can pay to have a blue mark, blue to be verified, and
so you're just going to have a bunch of people verified.
And once you open up those floodgates, you're basically paying to use a social media app. You are paying necessarily your time, your eyes, and that, but like actually have a monthly figure coming out of your account. Where does it stop?
This is the thing, though. Like we're already saying things like, people want to be the first to tweet something or for their tweets to bust. Yeah. So now that they've given everyone the opportunity to pay to become verified, we're just gonna see a lot more insufferable tweets.
But then also there'll still be snobbery and like lords and peasant system between the people that like, yo, I got verified without paying.
Yeah, organically. Yeah, they had to holler at me.
Yeah, whereas you guys had to pay. You've never been there when you're going to a dance, and the queue's like, be honest, you've been there and it feels good.
Walk around the metal detectors.
Like, you just walk to the front and like, you're good to get in. You ain't paying. Like whoever's with you's getting in.
Yeah, I ain't looking at the people queuing up.
Yeah. We all get a kick off like being above people at times, isn't it? So
yeah, I mean, perks are perks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, and sometimes, you can speak to someone about a particular work perk, and they're like, "Rah, like, I wish my workplace did that."
Yeah.
So obviously, you're flexing on someone else over a perk. So now, like you said, man, there's going to be a level of snobbery with those who are already verified in it.
Bro, if they verify me and I can now start posting like 7-minute clips of the podcast, I'm getting crazy.
But what comes with the verification, though?
Clout, bro.
Swear down.
Yeah. Like, okay, cool. And what she read out, so
you'll get priority in replies, mentions, and search.
Yeah.
Ability to post long video and audio and half as many ads.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool.
So Twitter Premium.
For all you people that have been screaming, I can't believe this app is free. Well done.
They saw those tweets and like,
well
what?
Done.
You gonna pay.
Do something about that.
Pay, yeah. So
what do you guys think of so this bit here says the price will be adjusted by country proportionate to the purchasing power parity. What do you guys think of that?
You gotta do what them man are doing with the sex tourism and go to Thailand for the cheaper Twitter.
Mad.
No? Have you not seen the black ones on TikTok? One uncle's having a whale of a time.
I'll swear down in Thailand.
He's moving like he's colonizing Thailand with.
Yes.
I won't finish the sentence, but
Thank you.
I was like, bro, look at you. Don't get no play at home. You have to go all the way over there to feel like a king. That's crazy.
Insane.
Yeah.
But you know what? Listen, man, sometimes if it ain't working for you here, you have to move.
That ain't the move, though.
If it works for Donny, then it works for Donny, innit? That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I have no problems.
Yeah. All right, cool. Fair. So he's asking, how do we feel about the difference in pay in regards to region and stuff?
Yeah. Do you think that's enough to... So you say how before you said that he was doing like tech Robin Hood. Do you feel like that's enough of giving access to everyone to justify it?
I don't think he's done enough research in everywhere.
Yeah.
For him to like implement that rule, to think that
because he also just wants to increase
everyone.
usership, because like he was having issues when he was going to take up, because he backed out initially because he felt like Twitter were lying in regards to the actual amount of active accounts on there, because a lot of like spam bot accounts, and obviously if you can inflate the numbers you have,
didn't he say that he was going to
go on, sorry,
didn't he say that he was going to try and get rid of bots?
That's what he was trying to do. So this might be something that helps that, and also because he wants a free for all, we're going to probably see people like your Kate Hopkins maybe back on the timeline, Donald Trump's account coming back, where it's like a free for all, so like everybody can do and say whatever they want as long as they pay.
It will be interesting to see what that landscape would look like, but I mean the app is chaotic as it is right now, so I'm not sure what order he's trying to restore.
Trying to restore the feeling.
He might be trying to restore a feeling.
Don't bring back the idea of colorist tweets. Don't do it, Elon. Don't do it.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people. I wish things were like how it was back in 2012.
No.
Yeah,
and I was like, just to get your misogyny off, or like
that is crazy.
Problematic tweets off.
Yeah,
but so I don't know, man.
Would you pay to play in that arena? Would you pay to be verified and have those perks of like longer form content in terms of videos, less ads?
My issue with that is the same issue that I have with YouTube Premium. You cannot ask me to pay for something that I've been getting for free for how long? I'm not doing it.
Yeah, Netflix are heading towards that as well, with the ads. Okay, they're going to start flinging on ads. Yeah, and if you don't want ads, you have to pay more, obviously, and distributing like your Netflix account amongst friends and family. Yeah, that's going to come to a stop as well, because there's going to be a charge on that.
Yeah, so for each additional profile that you have, you'll be charged. And also the way they're going to do it now is that if for example, I've got my Netflix and then you log into like my Netflix from your laptop, for example, in a different location, they're going to try and crack down on the amount of people using the one profile in lots of different locations.
Fraud alert.
I don't know if they're going to do it by IP address. We'll have to ask our resident tech don how they go about doing that. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a lot of these subscription models are coming to bite us, basically. We've like helped them catapult their shit to what it is now. There was a time where we were subscribing to these things to escape, the power of Sky, for example. Yeah. Which had everything and stuff. It was becoming too expensive. Now, Netflix, Prime, Now, Disney, they're all just silently going up. To the point where now that we've got all of these things, it's just Sky all over again, where it's just mad expensive.
Yeah. And they're smart by having the different, I don't know what you call them, like Disney, for example, you can't get Disney stuff on Netflix, so that forces you to get a Disney and a Netflix. There's some content that you can't watch on Disney, so you have to get Now TV.
Listen, it's good business from their vantage point, but for us, it's just like how much things in terms of subscriptions are you going to pay for? A lot of people still pay, but I won't say the websites, but the trusted websites will always be there for certain content I need. So
yeah, man, it's just whether you can put up with the pop-ups.
You will if you don't want to pay anymore.
Recently, and I'm not gonna lie, I felt absolutely filthy. I was so shy for myself.
Well, all the pop-ups are coming up.
Yeah, it's like, why am I here? This is so.
1-800 horny. Local slats.
Yeah, it's absolutely mad. But yeah, man, I do believe that Twitter does need a little bit of a clean up. Like random accounts following man and stuff. All these.
Have you
ads.
not noticed that on an off the cuff account? Bare little sex bot accounts be following man and that.
That's mad, bro.
Do you ever see it on your story as well?
I've been hearing like everyone, not even just like our account, but there's a lot of people that are just going into their inbox and just seeing a lot of fuckery.
Yeah.
Where's this shit come from?
But the man in my horny, they start thinking it's because they're buffing that. Bro, it's a bot. It's a bot.
Yeah, if you can't tell, then bro.
But even like watching social media, like I don't know if it's yesterday, the day before, a lot of people's account, a lot of people losing followers on Instagram.
Okay.
I saw that. And it's just interesting watching people like, I've been suspended, or bro, it's happening across Insta. I think they were doing the thing where they clean up like a lot of the bot accounts. Accounts that hadn't been used for a long time.
Right.
So people having like their following numbers go down and stuff, or their account was shut down for a few hours. Or just watching people, how they were reacting because they can't be online. But it also shows that, yes, we're tapped into the matrix, but we also rely on it.
Yeah.
Because for a lot of people, it's their workplace in regards to if you're producing content, putting stuff out there. It just shows us. So like from one hand, we're talking about the streaming sites getting too expensive. What was the other alternative? Again, if you rely too heavily on social media in regards to reaching your audience and Insta's just down for a day, what's your mailing list saying? Have you got a website? Have you got other places for your audience to find you? Because they have their rules, innit? So Elon might have put certain rules in place. If you don't adhere to them, or if you're not ready to pay to play, you might not reach the people you need to reach.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's one big game. It's a big game.
It might even come to a point where I'm just like, I'm done with this app.
Okay.
And I'm going to holler at these niggas that will jailbreak my Fire Stick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ironic, that you use the N-word for those guys that are doing good work, but
well,
yeah.
Said it.
Hey man, like listen,
and the word jailbreak in there as well.
Listen.
Conspiracy.
Yeah.
Just do what you need to do to the Fire Stick.
Yeah.
So I can just watch everything at just one cost, innit? Like, because it's just becoming too much. Yeah. Everywhere you go nowadays, you're hearing people say cost of living crisis.
Yeah. And the first thing you do,
cost of living crisis.
You just look at your monthly outgoings, you're like,
fam,
I'm paying boom, 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 this. Okay, cool. Let me cut back here because it's too much.
Bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And like, now we're in November. Like, look how quick the year's gone, bro. Like, we're in November now. Halloween's done.
Basically Christmas.
Guy Fawkes Night is coming up this week, which obviously is not nothing huge, but it's Mariah season.
Yeah, she's defrosting.
Yeah, she even dropped a little trailer today on her Twitter account saying it's my season. She
Do you think there ever will be a year where like she doesn't get the love she traditionally gets?
Impossible.
I mean, she's been getting it for like, now it's become a lot more of a social phenomenon.
Yeah.
But she's been eating from this for 25 Christmases.
Decades.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, when you've written something so iconic,
It's just
all you need to do is chill.
It's synonymous with the time of year, innit? So, yeah.
Forever and ever. Okay, Mariah.
We shall see. What else on the agenda? Actually, that was it. In regards to our What We Watching segment. Interviews. Some big interviews recently. Stormzy sat down with Theroux.
Yeah. On BBC Two.
Yeah.
It was cute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like hate, sounds like shade.
There was no hate, man. I think it was cute, man. It wasn't like, I knew that Theroux weren't really going to get the most out of him.
Yeah.
You were going to get exactly what I saw. Obviously, like Stormzy's in a different place right now. So there was a lot of talk in regards to his faith. So, he brought Louis to his church that he goes to, on a regular basis with his mom and his sister.
Yeah.
Which was, great to see. Obviously, there was talks of the breakup and tour life and where he's at for his upcoming album. That's gonna drop at the end of this month, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, man, it was just Stormzy like at his most, at the height of his career, in his nice house.
That's what stood out to me. The fact that it's always a marker you see with certain artists. So when Rap Radar want to sit down with Jay-Z, it will be in a certain setting. when Jay wants to do an interview a little bit later on, he sits down with the therapist, I think it was, or I can't remember the gentleman he sat down with.
Who's that?
Oh,
Who?
The psychologist, Jay-Z. I'm saying like certain artists at a certain level,
he done Letterman.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so there'll be certain things they do. So where Stormzy's like, yes, I can get Louis Theroux to, and we can manage and produce and, somewhat control the situation. So maybe even I'll being silly. Maybe that's what you're saying in regards to it being cute, because we're not going to get certain things out of you, and it's a shame. But it
was a wholesome doc.
Yeah, like where you're at in your success in your career, you don't have to go and do certain things. You go and play the radio game because you still need to do that. But even that will still be managed. So you go and sit with certain people.
Yeah.
And if I want to do an interview, if I want to put a certain side of me across, I know who to go to and the kind of environment I want. I can tailor it to my needs, innit?
The thing is that like Stormzy being the biggest in the country, you kind of get to dictate of where you want to go.
That's
so he's done, So he's done the mainstream stuff. Watched him on Graham Norton.
Yeah.
He even performed his single on there, which was a good performance. He spoke a little bit about Going Again.
Yeah.
He's done obviously Capital with Shayna Marie and Robert Bruce. Shouts to them.
Nadia J.
He's done Nadia J. Shouts to Nadia. He was even on YouTube on
Sidemen
with Sidemen. So yeah, man. Like I think he's been covering bases.
A bit more like trying to be a bit current and what's happening right now.
Me.
That one surprised me a little bit.
I got mad at it, but that one surprised me. He's got. I think he was saying that he watches them.
Yeah,
they've got quite a wide reach. So it wouldn't surprise me that someone like Stormzy would tune into them every now and again. Having a rapport or having a relationship with Chunks just makes it easier to just come and just chill with the man them and just bust joke, innit? Like,
with that documentary, the not backlash, but the criticism that I saw was for Louis Theroux. There was what I read. They were basically saying they felt like it was a very diluted version of him, and it wasn't his usual, asking the questions that we want to know the answers to. And even from that side, they felt that it was quite safe, and it was very, they described it as a bit mushy.
It's going to be harder to go and do that, and when you're in someone's space, you're in someone's house.
Yeah, you're in someone's space. You're not from the culture. Like, what did we want Louis to ask Stormzy?
And I don't know Louis to be that person per se like that. I could be wrong.
I've watched Louis' docs and stuff, a few of the stuff that he's done in the past, but nothing like this where he's got one of the man them to just chill and chat. Is it
Louis' doc where he's got the guy when he's talking about buying clothes in Italy and stuff, and the guy goes to him, what city did you go to? Madrid.
Yes. Oh my God.
I've seen Louis do stuff like in the tough American jails.
Yeah.
I've seen him go to Africa.
Did he do Jimmy Savile? Was that Louis Theroux?
I'm not sure.
I think he did Savile. I think he did Savile as well.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, like what did we want Louis to ask Stormzy?
I think that partnership.
You thought he was going to ask him about Chip? You think Louis knows about the Chip beef?
Yeah, like how invested is he in Stormzy? Is he invested in the mainstream Stormzy?
Yeah.
Or is he really invested in the Stormzy that we know? Which is a little bit more broad.
Was mutually beneficial for them, because for Stormzy, he's reaching a newer audience, or a wider audience.
He's already got that wider audience. It's just cemented, isn't it? So
yeah, but the people that, yes, he's very mainstream and his reach is undeniable, but there's going to be that pocket of people who will maybe watch Louis Theroux, that, just that intersectionality where they won't necessarily watch Stormzy stuff and vice versa.
Yeah, people's parents would be watching that on a 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock on BBC Two, and maybe see Stormzy in outside of music.
Yeah, and then the other way around as well.
Maybe.
There might be some people in Stormzy's demographic or his usual demographic that might watch that and be like, "Right, what's this Louis Theroux man on?"
Yeah, that doc wasn't necessarily for our demographic. I would feel.
You think so?
I think when you're an artist of that,
don't box us off too much. We can enjoy at least
No, we can.
Louis
I'm not
Theroux
saying
isn't out of the man them's reach.
I'm not saying that we can't, but I'm just saying that in terms of what this was aimed to do.
Yeah,
it wasn't really necessarily to show us a different side.
Yeah, it's just different levels. Just showing that where I'm at,
like
where, because like I said, if man says the last year the only thing bigger than me was Brexit, if I'm still BBC Breakfast, if you're doing Graham Norton, if you've done Jonathan Ross how many times, you're mainstream, innit?
An artist of that stature, you have to cover all bases.
Cool. So it's like, and if man's already taking shots at podcasts, he ain't gonna go and sit down with ZZ or go and sit down with Chucky, or there'll be certain interviews that me and may want, we're not gonna get.
I can imagine that he's been reached out. Like a lot of people have reached out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? You just have to be.
We know where man should have been in certain things. So, but because of how people are being managed and maybe where they're trying to go, you're on a different level, isn't it? So that's
man. And like just he was talking about him growing up, like being successful. Do you know what I'm saying? Like being a multi-millionaire. Throughout your 20s. Well, he's 28 now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I think he's 28 or 29, he said.
Okay.
Different outlook, perspective, the energy surrounding this album. It's very much in a happy place, surrounded by faith and love. Recording in a secluded place.
Yeah.
Crediting his producers that have been locked in with him. Shining light on people like Tendai, who's over at 0207 Def Jam, who's an amazing artist. He's collaborated a lot on this project. So it's like I said,
the music chat that
it was
stood out
cute.
for me. It was more like the addressing the dad situation and letting go of pain. I think that was probably what stood out to me, where he's talking about where he had the lyric about like his dad asking him for a new car, and he's like, yo, you ain't been there, and being angry. And I think on the new record he's talking about
forgiving him
because I am justified to feel this way in regards to my pain. I can hold on to it, and I think a lot of people can relate to that, where it's like, I'm angry, I'm upset, this is my experience, and you guys kind of want me, because I think what you're saying, like mom, sister, people, family trying to get him to reach out, mend that, fix that. And he still hasn't necessarily at the time of recording, from what you said, but he said he's open to having a conversation. And I think as long as that's something he wants to do, that's good, because but I can also understand the other perspective where a lot of people go through, and I can relate to going through, where you feel wrong, maybe not the magnitude of like an absent parent, but like feel wrong by a parent, and then it's not on me to fix.
Yeah, man.
I'm very justified to feel upset, and this is my pain, innit? Like, you can't tell me how to feel, how to move off the back of being violated.
Yeah, and I felt a lot of the stuff that you were saying, and there was another point to add to that, where he was saying that a lot of other people were coming up to him to ask him to kind of like reconcile, or
his mum and his sister, innit?
Yeah, what's the situation there? Like, and I can understand that could be frustrating as well, because you're dealing with yourself trying to figure out whether you feel like it's worth forgiving. Because look, I've managed to get myself to this stage. I don't need Donnie.
Yeah.
But then somewhere in his heart or his mind is maybe saying that maybe I'm so at peace with myself that I'm willing to extend that peace to someone that's hurt me.
You could be spot on, bro. It could literally be that. It's like, if everything else in my life is going in that direction, and I'm surrounded by love, that thing lingering over there, it needs to be fixed. Yeah. And it also might be the thing that brings a family to another place of healing and stuff. So
yeah, and him speaking so much about family and like how important that is to him. Him saying that he's always wanted to have that house where everyone comes over for Christmas. And things like that. So that might be, another thing. But then people also have a window of like the space that they're currently in. So like, whilst I'm on this peace tour, this is the time, innit?
Yeah.
Because if and when I go into my angry mode again, that door might be closed. For good this time.
Yes. Don't let me start clashing, because his dad better pray that chick don't upset him again, and then they get into the angry space.
I'm singing a lot now, so like here's the time.
I'm doing ballads right now. It's love season.
Yeah. So
come to the after party and change your vibrations.
Change your vibrations. Oh my gosh.
Very wild.
Yeah, man.
But now, I think even though I don't like the word cute, I hear you, I get it. It was just nice.
It was cool, safe.
Yeah, it was wholesome. Before we get off this, it was Mumsy let it slip that he wasn't planned. She was on the pill, and he was a miracle baby.
Yeah, man.
And he was like,
the strongest swimmer in that.
So you're just gonna tell everyone that, like, the story, like this how I came to be, you know.
Put in a bar, man.
Yeah. Well, that was cool. That was he was like, right, okay, mum.
Yeah.
All right then, you know. So yeah, nah, their relationship's dope. It's just beautiful seeing, you know. So
What, him and Mumsy?
yeah, it's dope, man. I'm not going first class. I mean, I'm not going economy. Stormzy is my son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Speak it.
Imagine Stormzy like being your youth.
You know, we're good, but we'll keep going.
Yeah, imagine Stormzy being your youth in that. And he's putting you in economy. Sorry.
Yeah.
You've been rapping about private jets, bro.
I think he's like leaking stories to the press. Like Meghan Markle's dad.
Flipping out. Oh my gosh.
But another interview I was enjoying was Ashanti's finally started talking.
Where she had the wig lower than the New York hat.
Stay out women's business, bro.
That wig was hella low. She mistook that for a Yankee.
Bro.
New York.
Bro, you're walking on dangerous territory, bro.
That's your brethren.
Why is it so low?
Dangerous territory, bro.
Still bay though.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Let Chrissy say that about the wig, bro. That's not your place.
Of course it is.
Okay.
I have eyes.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Cool.
You know what it is? You can get away with that still. Yeah, it's fine. I won't making them jokes.
Shout out to Ashanti, man.
Don't do that after all of that. But yeah, she went to Angie Martinez, another safe space to have that conversation. Artists know where to go to, you know, when they want to have certain angles and have certain conversations. You know, people are going to ask them the questions, but they're going to be handled a certain way.
Yeah, man. I think it's just another Angie Martinez rebrand as well. Like, I see Lauren London was on there. Yeah. She was the first person that she went to actually speak to in depth. I believe
so. Yeah, she has done stuff with J. Cole and that. So, but it was actually a good interview from a interviewer point of view. Yeah, I think she handled it really well, and she was still able to get stuff that people obviously want to hear because of what's happened recently with Irv Gotti, him going crazy on Drink Champs.
Yeah.
So,
and I know that Angie Martinez is like friends with a lot of these guys as well.
That's when sometimes people don't. That's why angles and interviews go a certain way, you know.
Absolutely.
And other people get treated a certain way, but that's why she can get Ashanti like that and have her sit down and I feel for her because as much as you want to come and talk about your music and when you did Broadway and certain things, what happened with Irv? That's what people want to know, innit?
Gosh.
Yeah, man. Like, yeah, you can plug the new single later, but what happened, innit?
Yeah. And I like how Ashanti, she's like, it wasn't really in a relationship. Like, I wasn't your girl, bro.
Fair enough.
Don't make it seem like it was.
I want women to say that more.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like, Donnie's been on a tour, like, regurgitating his own shit.
Yeah.
Without any of us really, like, because it's always kind of been, their story has always been, like, we know, but it's not supposed to be.
No one ever acknowledged it publicly. Like, this is the most.
It wasn't a public.
We've heard about. Yeah.
20 years later.
And he went crazy. So
he was just doing a lot, man. Yeah. And like, I ain't even gonna lie. Yes, he had a lot of power, money, respect at the time. But I was kind of looking at Ashanti sideways. I can't lie.
Because of him.
Bruv.
But bro, don't do that. Once you have power and money, that you have that's the leveler. Dons that would never have got the chance to speak to certain women can now deal with them because they got money and power.
It doesn't mean that I can't rate them.
Well, not rate. But do you give a little bit leeway for being a young artist, 18, 19, 20, and also having an exec, once they got to that point where, because what she leaned in the interview was that they got to that point where they were now intimate.
Yes.
And then the other side of it was when she now was trying to deal with other people, Nelly, or not be on a label, it's like, from what she was saying, I made people find you attractive. I made you fuckable. If you don't want to be here, go and make Nelly sign you. Or telling producers not to work with us. So that's now also the other side where the power's used and abused against her.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want it to be misconstrued of what I'm saying. Like, you know, there was definitely like an element of grooming that took place.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and that whole, I'm your ticket.
Yeah.
Right. But then listening to the story as well, like, I know that her mum was supposed to be this Aggie manager
now
of hers. Even then, like
now.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like even at the when Ashanti's first album when she first dropped, yeah. I remember watching like something that MTV were doing back in the day.
Yeah.
I used to follow these guys around and stuff. And like, you know, her mum has always been the outspoken one and this, that, and the third. But, you know, like you get to a point where like you can't control everything that happens in it, especially when it comes to your child.
Yeah.
And they're trying to spread their wings and doing what they're doing, listening to this, that, and the other. Irv being the power player at Murder Inc., like the person that says go. Ashanti's probably thinking like, right, like I've got a, like, obviously there's an allure there.
Yeah.
But then there's the other side as well where she feels like if she don't take this direction, then career done.
Okay, so do you feel like there's that element played a part? So what I was saying earlier about the power, so
yeah, absolutely. With what he was saying, what she was saying that he was saying to her, imagine like some of the stuff that she hasn't said.
Because she said that like I think she made a lot. Her bar was about like be careful because of pillow talk. Because like we got to be honest, yeah. Once a woman's seen your meat on soft, yeah, she knows all your secrets. Yeah,
mad.
You Vans RNA time. You've laid up in the bed.
Yeah,
meat on soft.
Yeah,
you've told her your innermost secrets.
Maybe.
In that moment, I'm gonna tell you anything, anything you want to hear.
Nah, but here's where like, you know, you have to be able to control yourself. Not every babe must know everything.
Of course, but I think she had some bars in there where it's like, even at the point where things were done now, she said he was so hurt about their relationship not working out that like he was sabotaging the business. So remember, she's one of the biggest, at the time, one of the biggest artists. She should have had way more collaborations with other artists, other situations. Like I think she was saying like there was a Dr. Dre situation she could have had, and my man just started sabotaging stuff, saying like I want like 90% of all your future earnings. So it's like you're just not even, because now we're not linked romantically, you're not even being involved. So it's meant to be like this super producer is your brother now that's dealing with stuff because you just don't want to be involved because you're hurt that I'm not. So that makes the person like, you know, growing up, you obviously things are very Americanized, innit? So these big, bad, tough Americans, they're like, from what she's saying, you're just washed, bro.
Yeah.
You've washed. Pussy whipped and washed.
And and this is where like when a lot of men let their emotions get involved in certain situations, and then they end up showing themselves as like someone that you didn't position yourself in this way at first, but now your ego is hurt.
Yeah.
This is you acting off emotion now. So, and looking back, like I was always confused at like, you know, how Ashanti's career just took a turn. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
it now starts to make sense from what she's saying.
It now starts to make sense with how the business started to move. And obviously I know that Murder Inc. had a lot of other issues shortly afterwards, like shortly after her second album. Like, so all of these things, like, you know, piled into one, they're starting to make sense, man. And like, I didn't watch the whole interview, but I think that there was like a segment where they mentioned Jar, and a lot of people were saying that they were disappointed in how Jar was in what his role was in this situation.
In the Drink Champs interview specifically, because like he was going crazy calling her the B word, and like
and he didn't step in.
Yeah, so she said they had a conversation. He was like, he doesn't really get involved in like brother and sister fights, innit? But she's like, if your brother pulls out a burner and shoots your sister in the head, you're not gonna get involved. Yeah, extreme example, but I get what she's trying to say. Yeah. What do you think, Chris? Because did you watch the whole thing?
I didn't watch any of it.
Okay, thank you. Cheers. Thanks for coming.
This whole time I've been like,
because you just been mad silent. I was like, okay.
I was just trying to.
Yeah. No, I do is I enjoyed it from like, this is the most I've ever heard her speak on the situation, but it also shows her hands being forced. Because Johnny was talking reckless, and like, if anything, that must mean she's been lying to him, because if all the stuff she's saying is true, you end up kind of sabotaging her career a little bit just because she stopped chopping you. Bro, you could have been eating regardless still forever, bro.
The thing is that like, this is where the seediness of the music business comes into it, because like everything that is happening now has got nothing to do with why you got her in the first place.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and now like you're just sabotaging your own shit just because
She won't let you.
All the while you had a wife.
But according to him, they'll separate.
Yeah, funny that.
Do you ever remember that Rick Ross Breakfast Club interview where they asked him about like why he's never really signed a female artist or like put his arms and he said like because he's gonna wanna.
Yeah.
So maybe it does speak to the mentality of some guys in the music industry where it's like, oh, you're my female artist. You're also my concubine. And like it's like they want everything, bro.
That's probably why T.J. Moses never signed that dotted line.
Yeah, because you got Rick Ross was like.
I can take you out the jazz calf.
Don't do that. Yeah,
Wow.
there's truth in jest in it. So, but she handled it well in regards to the interview, and it felt like she could have gone even more crazy. And I think she's saving some ammo in case he messes up and like loses his head and says something again in it. So
it just shows the type of character that she is. Which you can commend in certain aspects because like. Even with everything that's happened, there's still an element of respect and loyalty there.
Do you think though, because she was hurt about how he handled her on Drink Champs, do you think she played down the relationship a little bit? Like she was like, "We're never in a relationship." I think I could just be doing the man agenda. Do you know think what? They were in more of a relationship? Maybe, she's like making out to see.
Maybe,
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But like, he's older than she is. Yeah. Right. So. I think it's also another chink in his ego where a woman that's a lot younger than you is controlling the situation.
Bro, you saw what Georgia Smith did to Drake. You heard Jay did?
Yeah.
That man's hurt, bro.
That's because he was in aisle 6 in Warsaw in Co-op.
Okay.
She took him back to her hometown and he was in the local Co-op taking pictures with,
staff.
The Donny that's replenishing like the yogurt.
Replenishing.
That's hilarious. I thought he was going to say something crazy there as well.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure.
Do you know what I'm saying? So when a younger babes that you thought that like, your stardom could gas them.
You thought you could finesse and manage and control the situation.
They take control of the situation.
And here goes Nelly, country grammar.
Yeah.
Out in Air Forces and 6-pack. Took your babes, bro.
Why are you looking for that other when you got the best? That's what he said.
But yeah, when you get a chance, Chris, I'd advise watching the interview. It was,
gladly, I will. Yeah. Thank you for the recommendation.
Have you ever taken control of a situation and Donny's just moving out of character?
Yeah.
Wow.
Care to share?
I find that when
you're about to lie.
No. Listen, I'm my whole chest.
Go on.
I think the majority, a lot of the time, it just comes down to ego. Even if you're nice about it, and you don't necessarily do the mad thing, I think for a lot of men, when they have the idea that it's a certain way, and then you challenge that, not even just like relationships, like as much as we banter about it, this whole like leader of the group thing, if you like challenge that, then it's not necessarily like they care particularly about, like it could be for him. He doesn't even care that Ashanti's saying that like you weren't my man. It's just the fact that he just told everyone our business. Like what?
Yeah.
Rate me.
Yeah, and the man them do that a lot as well. Yeah, my babes anyway. So
meanwhile,
I hear it. Yeah, it's just funny, man. I was like, look at this lot. They should just all be on tour together and getting money and stuff.
They should be, man.
And the thing is, when you then ruin like the mystique of what was like people's heyday, like their heyday music, they can't enjoy it the same. Of course, and even a small thing of her and Ja Rule, if it's not fixed, people might be less inclined to like when they go and watch them on tour and stuff, innit? I don't know if it's going to affect it that much. I'm sure people will just be able to still go and get the money because we can do separate dressing rooms and
man. But they've made so much classics together, especially as it comes to her and Ja. Yeah. I think that's like something that's repairable, and they have that incentive, the financial incentive,
bro. Money.
Let's just belt out these classics and. People are more inclined to go and see Ja Rule Ashanti than watching them both separately.
Yeah,
very true. Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? Like, and because she's still actively making music. She's got her new single out, "Falling for You."
Did you listen to it?
I did.
Okay.
It weren't bad. It weren't bad.
Okay.
It weren't bad.
Was it cute?
Yeah, I mean, it was all right. It was all right. It wasn't a bad single at all. So, as she's touring with him, she can also do that because she'll also do her solo stuff. Even though, I've seen some clips of her doing like her solo stuff, and she's doing the most. She's butchering her own classics.
Don't say that.
Shit, then.
The thing is, you like that voice you had when you was like 21. It's not the same when you're. Not everybody. It doesn't like. So even with the thing about the whole issue with the masters, about going to go and re-record, the voice you had. No, it's being serious. The voice you had, then it's not the same voice. So the stuff's not going to sound the same.
That you had that day, even like you could have had like a little spicy curry
Very
beforehand.
true.
You could have.
And the budget surrounding the production at the time
make you sound different.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
I think even that aside, people's voices change.
People's voices do change, but when you have a lot of money pumped into the production, it can also aid you a lot more than you think.
I think the one person in the recent times who's seen successfully do it was JoJo. She re-recorded some stuff, and that still sounded good.
Yeah,
so,
she's a vocalist though.
So, but whilst we're on music, anything you're listening to at the minute? Anything you want to recommend? And obviously, because we unfortunately missed a week last week. There's been loads of stuff that's come out. We can't go into all the projects, but any music. I know obviously Rihanna dropped the.
Rihanna's back. She dropped her single for the new Wakanda Forever movie.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not a bad single. When I first heard it, I was like, "This is dry." Can't lie to you.
How do we go from dry to not a bad single? Talk me through this.
Well, you listen to it again, innit? Like, you have to give it a couple of listens before you make that definitive verdict.
Okay.
Sounds like Thames all over it. You can feel Thames' DNA on it.
Okay.
And it's the first time that we've heard Rihanna on a song for a while. And I can't lie, she sounds good.
Okay.
Above all, if I'm gonna praise the song in anything, is her delivery on it. I think she sounds great. But am I gonna play it again? No. But I know that it was recorded for a specific feeling.
It's a soundtrack, innit?
It's emotive.
It's very emotive, and it's very Chadwick Boseman led.
Oh, okay.
Especially like I think that how they're going to position it in a movie is going to be at the point where it's pulling at your heartstrings.
Okay, I see.
Okay.
And I heard that she also has a second single on the original soundtrack of this new movie. So, I've always maintained the fact that Rihanna's always kind of been recording, just not dropping.
Yeah.
Bro, she was in London. She's been recording for ages, bro.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like she's been recording, and we're probably gonna get another proper official Rihanna single before her doing the Super Bowl.
Do you think she's gonna drop an album, Super Bowl?
Maybe not an album, but she's definitely gonna have a single.
Song,
but we're definitely gonna see an album, I'd say, within the next 12 months.
Yeah.
So man, Rihanna dropped. Who else dropped?
Geordie Not Jordan.
Yeah,
He dropped a little joint project.
Yeah.
With, I think it's Dark Cheeks. I like the song Juice on there. It's hosted by Margs and Loons from No Behavior podcast as well.
Yeah, if I couldn't rap, I wouldn't
rap. I love
Geordie
that
and
title.
L Cheeks. There needs to be a conversation about Geordie, in fact.
Yeah.
Like his standing in the game. I think I've heard Geordie on his own. I've heard Geordie with Vibba.
He always stood out for me in Vibba. That was what I always looked for in Vibba.
I've seen him on he done something called Midnight Funks, little 3-pack EP, and now I've heard him on this. And bro, like we really need to start like propelling a Donny like that to where he should be. I think he's one of the coldest.
No, he is. Even his last project, he's got a song on there, Wretch Free 2, and as blind as Wretch is going, he still does him.
Yeah. The the 40 Acres song
40
on
Acres song, yeah.
on a KMT EP.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, man, like I've heard him on his own. I've heard him, you know, with Vibba, Midnight Funk, and with El Cheeks.
Yeah.
They've got great chemistry going on this project. Quite a few standouts on here. And he's rapping, man, and he's also coming up with the hooks as well. Like I think he's got it, man. So yeah, definitely check that out. It's a good project, man. It's not even that long.
Music, albums, singles.
Stream Cold Feet by Rimsey.
Jesus Christ. Do you know any songs on there?
I've done this. I told you my favourite's Entrepreneur.
Okay, I love
Babyface dropped an album with all the new R&B girls. It's called Girls Night Out.
Okay.
Featuring Ari Lennox is on there, Kalani's on there, LMA's on there, Queen Niger's on there, Coco Jones, Tiana Major 9,
Jeez.
Tink, Money Long, 7 Streeter, like a whole bunch of the new girls are on there.
Love that.
It's cool.
It's cute.
It's cool. The
Cute
reason,
vibrations?
The reason why I say it's cool is because like I could have done without Babyface being on it. Like as in singing on
I'm
it.
a whole legend. I ain't gonna sing this. Are you
He is
crazy?
a
It's not your
legend.
face,
He is a
man.
legend, but sometimes legends need to know when to sit this out.
Okay.
He could have Babyface is like a generational talent, innit? Like he does everything. He writes, he composes, he produces the whole lot, he sings. But like something about listening to Babyface on this current type of R&B sound, he sounded like a millisecond off.
Oh, is it giving bad knees?
A little bit. a little bit.
Shit,
And I don't want that for his
Legacy.
amazing legacy.
Yeah.
Like he's one of the few with like an untouchable legacy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so there's nothing wrong with the music on there. It's just that adding his touch to it, surprisingly for me, it was just like, all right, maybe you're not for this current.
Maybe just not
era.
a good mesh, innit?
Yeah,
like with
just-
them, yeah.
I just didn't want to hear him say certain things, like, or just
Was he trying to
try
use like
to-
young slang? Was he
or-
saying lit?
or trying to
Don't
like
tell me Babyface said
keep up
lit.
with like this
Or
type of
or
tempo.
Casamigos.
Yeah.
Casamigos for my amigos.
Yeah, everyone's on the Casamigos, man. But yeah, man, like there's a few, and I love the fact that he's got like 2 of our young girls from London on there, LMA and Tiana Major 9.
Yeah.
The song with Tiana Major 9, I like better than the one with LMA.
Okay.
But them being on a Babyface project or working with Babyface, that's a big feat in itself.
Of course. You don't turn down an opportunity. You want to at least go and see
yeah, bro, like,
how it's going to turn out and stuff. So,
yeah, you're not gonna like if Babyface calls, you're not gonna reject that call.
yeah. So, I'm enjoying Young's Teflon, All Eyes on Me, Against the World Side B.
Yeah,
My song on there is Rogues. I've been having some debates recently. I still lean more towards side A. But Rogues, obviously there's the Barcodes remix with Gigs on there, a song called Magnum as well. So yeah, I'm just happy that he's in a space where the man them are chopping off the streams, releasing good quality music, can get paid for it. They're outside, they're getting appreciated.
Giggs has got a new single out, Time.
Yeah, I like the video.
I haven't watched the video,
Yeah.
but I saw him advertise the video.
Yeah,
Like a short clip.
it just gave him like old school Gigs flavor, a little bit more like that. You know, like that laid back Mr. Cool vibe.
Essence.
Yeah, Essence vibe. So yeah.
Yeah, man.
Listen,
Shouts Critical for the
we might not get another Test Out the 9 remix verse from Gigs for a while. So enjoy these ones that give you that nostalgic feeling a bit more in it. So
yeah, man. You know, I wasn't feeling the NSG
no
Gigs
no.
rhythm. So yeah, it was nice to hear that from him still.
Suspect's got a tape out as well.
Yeah, man. Our brother
Go on, sorry.
Slick's got a rhythm on there.
Okay.
I think it's the final rhythm on the Suspect tape. I haven't gotten around to listening to that.
He's got a dope cover. He's got like the Mike Tyson cover. It looks cold still.
Oh yeah,
For the artwork, yeah.
Okay.
EMAC, who I rate.
yeah.
He played. The episode didn't come out last week, but he played a song. It's called Too Bad. With his usual collaborators, Big Zeeks,
likes that.
and Diggy Hustle.
Right.
So yeah, I've got a lot of time for Emac and all that Shellington High Road, him, Zeeks, Diggy Hustle, T. That's kind of floats in there as well. They do a lot of music together. So those guys,
Yeah, proximity wise, man.
yeah. But no, Emac is a very good rapper, very good rapper.
Yeah,
Someone we need to
Emac.
start having in the conversation as well about raps, and yeah, he don't play when it comes to the rap thing. So
And Scissor dropped Shirt.
okay,
Long awaited. I think it was a song that came at the end of one of her singles. I can't remember
I've
which
heard the
one
song
it was.
before. Yeah,
Where, you know, it's been part of her rollout where she would have a second song
yeah.
off the back of the single that she's promoting. So this one's out now, and she's done the same. She's got another single at the end of this video of Shirt. But yeah, Scissor's ready, man. I don't know what the plan is.
Though, because
She's ready, man. She's ready. I don't know if TDE are ready.
At this point, I'm all four played out. It's over. How much foreplay do you want to do, bro? It's done, bro.
But the thing is that like she keeps coming out with slappers. This is the thing.
Yeah.
So like maybe it's a strategic thing from them, like where she hasn't dropped a project since 2017. So if you think about the scale of how long that is, or that's been, but she's still in a conversation because every time she drops a single, it's living for quite a long time.
Yeah.
Hit Different did that. Good Days did that.
Yeah.
Hate You was like a Lucy. She called it like a something that she did ages ago, but she dropped it and it's done what it's done. Shirt is doing amazing. It sounds great as well. Like, so
I don't know what the strategy then is.
I don't know what this is what makes me confused because
and I'm even tired of talking about just give me the album.
Yeah,
We've
man.
been waiting for long. We rate you. We've spoken about it loads of
because your premier artist is gone now. Kendrick's gone.
Yeah.
He's no longer TDE. So now it's like, let's make room for the person that everyone is literally waiting for. So if we don't get an album from SZA this year, it'll be very disappointing.
No, yeah, I would be. So, but she's run out of time now.
Gonna say is, I am gonna take some time out this week
Okay.
to listen to Pain Is the Essence, and I'm gonna come back next week with a deep dive and my my review on the song. Because I just want to, as friends, I know that that's a song that really speaks to you on the inside. And I just want to understand you better.
You're mugging me, but yeah.
Yeah, so I'll let you know next week.
Friends.
How I feel. Friends.
I want to make you go and listen to like 50 Cent Power of the Dollar if you really want to find out how I feel about certain songs.
What was that? Power of the Dollar?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll add that
Mixtape
to my playlist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't start playing around your MCM though. You be like,
Get a Quran in that.
who you been around? Who you been hanging around with?
Mad.
So, is there anything else on the agenda before we go, guys? Because
Did we cover like other shows on our What We Watching segment?
I was just watching interviews. I haven't really watched
Swear Down.
But you've been locked up in the yard. So
I've been locked up in the yard, man. Obviously,
Mash
like
up, pop down.
I think
Sorry.
we've been
tell her your hair. I pop up. What do you mean pop down, man?
over the past couple of weeks. There's been a lot of season finales, which unfortunately I've been upset about. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Shows have to come to an end. House of the Dragons.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we spoke about the season finale.
Haven't, no.
But
I haven't watched it, so yeah.
it was great.
Okay.
It was great, and it was something to whet our appetite for the next season, although it's coming out in 2024. Season 2.
2024.
So you've got time,
I've
bro.
got ages.
You've got
Come on,
ages.
that's
You've got
amazing.
ages. But it was great to watch. I think how things just after the king died, it just went all lopsided. It just went left, right? And we were just kind of wondering.
I was going to say
how.
spoiler alert, but in that type of arena, the king always dies.
The
king always dies.
It's not even a spoiler anymore, bro.
I was being silly. That kind of thing.
I'm saying?
The king will always die at some point.
Yeah, and there's like small little beefs. Like, so you had the nephews and the sons.
Who are like cousins.
Or jostling for power and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
So like you've got like, you've got like about 3 nephews over here and you've got 3 sons over there. Like, it's like the Jonas Brothers versus Hanson. But like, man, box the little nigga out of here. The little Jonas brother out of here, the dragon, bro.
Yeah, Luke,
listen,
he's gone.
He's gone, man. But you can't go to the ops house alone delivering a message
On that meaty dragon.
on a meaty dragon, bro.
No.
What, one wing?
He was just very small.
Or no fire?
He was just small in comparison to the big homie.
It's like
innit?
a Micra and a Hummer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man thought that he was gonna just fly home like safely and that. And then the Donny, who still has a vendetta, is like, where do you think you're going, bro?
Nowhere.
He already warned you in the yard. Like, no, I need you, run me the eye, bro.
Yeah, and the guy...
Run me the eye?
No,
Yeah.
the guy with the vendetta, when they were younger,
They had beef
they had beef and he lost his eye
in the beef.
in the beef.
Okay.
So he's just been on smoke. Like, his mum was like, bring me his eye.
Yeah, so she wants an eye for an eye, innit? Literally.
Oh, okay.
So it's like,
Goes off.
now they're all grown ups. Donnie's still pressed in it. He's like, nah, fam, man needs an eye. King's dead now, so anything kind of goes.
How can you
me
say
that
to
red
run me that eye?
Run me that eye, bro. You took mine. Let me take one of you lot's eye.
Okay.
Hey, give me that. Let me see that.
Yeah, let me see that eye quickly.
All right, smoky. All right.
You know,
Yeah.
but
I got time for the winner. I'll be watching it.
yeah. So obviously,
Now Luke's mum is on crud.
are we referring to her as Queen Rhaenyra or like?
Yeah,
are
'cause
we?
no, she's the rightful queen.
She is the rightful
She's
queen.
the rightful queen.
Basically, Pops is gone in it. He said that like you're gonna be the heir to the throne,
Okay.
but his wife is like,
Nah.
sorry.
What, on the King Charles vibe?
Nah.
She's like,
on
it's
my
not on my watch. It's going to one of my sons.
Oh, okay. So she. Okay. All right.
Do you know what I'm
The
saying?
king died,
Yeah.
and he said, my daughter's going to be the queen.
Okay.
So the king, in all his delirium whilst he was dying, he thought he was speaking to his daughter.
But he's speaking to his
He was
wife.
speaking to his wife.
He was low key
So-
poisoning him.
She took that as, she was telling him about the Song of Ice and Fire, and she just interpreted that whole message to be like, oh, so you want our kid to be king, yeah? Cool. Then she goes, Rhaenyra's in a different part, like she's off end, she's in like Stratford somewhere.
Yeah, with her uncle.
Yeah.
Shouldn't strap
like
it.
far. And then the king's wife, she then does a coronation, like ASAP-ish. They get everyone from the village, shove them all into the town hall.
Yeah.
Like, people just on the
For the
street.
youth
like,
to have his coronation, even though the
Yeah.
youth didn't want to be king.
so now
Bro,
everyone's seen it.
You're gonna be king, bro.
They dragged him to that to the Iron Throne, bro.
Crying and
Do you know what I'm
screaming.
saying? So it's just one of them ones. It just so happens that Queen Rhaenyra, she happens to be married to the smokiest Don.
Okay.
He beheaded someone for calling his wife a whore. So the king's, this guy was chatting shit.
And
Then
they're
the
saying
king
black
said-
men don't protect black women.
That man is translucent. He's
Translucent,
very white.
Bro,
Wind
he
me up.
cut the head off of that niggalarian.
So the king said, oh, I'll cut your tongue off if you carry on chatting shit. And so he just comes and takes his whole head off and was like, yeah, he can keep his tongue.
But he cut it from the jaw.
So it's like, yeah,
You know
keep
what?
that.
It's enough. I hear you. I'm gonna watch it.
But the author, George R.R. Martin, he said that he's got another spin-off on the works with all the black Valerians, niggalarians.
Stop saying that, bro. With blood still wet in the streets. We've just finished.
Is that what you have pulled from my heart?
We've just finished Black History. You know it is. I let Emma fly, but sometimes I'm just like, don't speak like that.
Oh, you sounded...
I was like, no, that's crazy.
Oh my God. Is there a heart in there?
There is, yeah. There is.
All right, so if we've got a little bit more time,
Yeah.
Raising Kanan season finale.
Yeah,
Did you watch that?
I did.
That was a very good season finale.
No, they
in my
ended really
opinion.
well, really strong. Raquel's one tough. Yeah.
Yeah. A what? Shitofu?
Do you know what that is? Growth.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love that.
From when you can self-edit
Yeah,
mid-pod.
yeah. We
I
love
was
it.
going to
love
say
that.
something crazy.
Yeah,
Well
yeah.
done, King.
But yeah,
It's all you know.
it's all coming together, and I just I don't want to go too. I just like seeing Marvin mending his relationship with his daughter and seeing how that's playing out and
Do you
stuff.
think he's gonna make it?
Yeah, I think he will. I think he will. So you know, yeah, I think he will because it's like his arc. His,
Second time being shot at back to back
no, but
episodes.
his redemption arc is through his daughter, so he kind of has to make it. Whereas like other people,
It's
it's
softened
clear,
him a bit though. He should have, you know. He's
like
he's
stay
trying to have a heart
dangerous,
now.
stay
Yeah.
dangerous. But
Yeah.
like that you know, if he does go out, that might be the thing that draws him out because that's the one thing he really cares about is going to make him emotional.
Yeah.
So that'll be the way to get at him, innit?
Yeah.
So
But there was a lot of repercussions for the moves that they made.
Yeah, you're making big moves. You're making a lot of noise, man.
Yeah, you're making a lot of noise.
You're fucking around with the Italians.
Yeah, yeah.
Italians.
Yeah. And you know, they really retaliated in a big way. They hit all the spots.
Yeah.
Oh,
Call that target attack like Just Oil. Is it Just Oil or Stop Oil? What are these people that are spraying orange everywhere?
Stop oil.
Stop Oil?
Is it just?
I feel like it's just Stop Will.
Just Stop Oil. There we go. We got there in the end.
don't know.
You got there in the end.
Really quickly, Gangs of London, season 2, episode 3. That's the most recent one out. 2-pack of flat cheeks.
And you know we don't like flat cheeks.
Yeah, that's what that was. I feel like that episode just took the whole. I feel like it was on like a wonderful upwards trajectory, and then that episode was just very chaotic, and it doesn't make sense. And they're trying to do too much.
Yeah, I'm still gonna finish it though.
Got to see it through, my boy.
Yeah, you got to see it through, man. And lastly, I watched a series when I was in bed suffering, called From Scratch, which is on Netflix. A nice little mini series, very wholesome, about love. I thought, like, let me watch something.
Not like you.
Boy, I was like, I'm watching too much gore. Let me switch it up a little bit.
Okay,
I watched the House of the Dragon. I watched Kanan. I watched Gangs of London. Like all back
That's
to
a lot
back.
of violence.
Bare blood, bare violence.
Yeah.
I was like, someone was talking about From Scratch on my Instagram, and they were bawling, and I was like, why?